Welcome back to Budget Beauty. This is Budget Beauty's weekly main series where I do long form content and show you a look from start to finish. I am Lindsay Beatty. I am the creative force and the face behind Budget Beauty. And this week we are doing an orange look. I have not done orange since probably Christmas, I think. And so I was wanting to do something with orange and wear this fabulous orange dress that I got from Old Navy. It's a nice summer dress. It's real cute. I was not expecting it to fit as well as it does. So I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess we'll do an orange look to go with it. And I might go back and get some more colors. So, here we are. So, we don't have anything going on too much this weekend. We got paid, so we're going to do some shopping, a little bit of shopping, pay some bills, but we also got to go to the grocery store. So when we finish here with makeup, probably going to go, because it's kind of storming right now, but probably going to go to Ulta and Sephora, because there's stuff I want to get at Sephora for once. And we are going to go to Ulta. There's some stuff I want to get there too. And then may go to Marshall's, and then maybe we do need to go get something for husband for his hair. So we're going to go to a hair store. And then maybe go to Barnes and Noble. Maybe we'll see what time looking like. So let's get started. So we'll discuss as we are doing the makeups. So to start, for the eyes, we're going to do our eye primer. And this is the Sephora Boost and Lock 12-hour wear eye primer, eyeshadow primer. This is in the universal shade. It's really good. I like it. It reminds me of Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. It's got consistency like that, so it's good though. I do like this. So I'm gonna take a little bit and put it over here to start with, because I got a lot on this eye. But yes, so we are going to gonna go do some. So we're gonna have a beauty haul coming up. And I have a couple things in my Amazon cart also. May do something with that. I may buy that right now. I may not. I may hold off. But we have a couple of things to do with some makeup. At some point, and I may do a road trip in beauty in September. It also depends on what my husband would like to do for his birthday. And since he is sitting in here with me, full disclosure, he is sitting in here with me while I'm doing my makeup. Be thinking about where you want to go for your birthday and what you want to do. Like I say, there is a NXT WWE NXT show that will be in Columbia on the 25th of September. So that is a potential birthday gift. May do something with that. I have to see what my money looking like. But them tickets are not cheap. I've already looked at the ticket prices, and them ticket prices ain't cheap. So, they are, ringside is like, I want to say ringside is like $200. So I'm like, ooh, we just be up in the balcony. We do not need to be down, near ringside. We don't. I don't need to be that close. But kind of wanting to go and see the developmental talent, since we do watch the main We watch Raw. Trying to think about what face primer I want to use. I don't know. Trying to think of something I haven't used in a minute. Face primer. I've been using Sephora a lot. I use the ColourPop a lot. And the NYX is trying to think. Skin Perfecting Primer. Whose primer is this? Oh, that's the Rimmel primer. I think I've used that like once, and it was alright. There's the Lip Tinted primer. Here's the Wet n Wild primer. The Ellen Tracy primer. The Touch and Soul. The Foam primer. I have a lot of primers. The Marshmallow primer from NYX. You know, I think I'll use that. Wait. I'm trying to see whose foundation am I trying to use, and I think I'm using Essence foundation today. So you know what? Let's use the Essence primer. I have the She Glam primer out. Let's use the Essence primer or an Essence primer. Okay, so we're gonna use the Essence Bouncy Plump Smoothing Primer. It's like a jelly. It's hydrating and plumping. I actually like this. It's not bad. It's actually really not bad at all. So we're gonna do that while we're getting them eyes set up and ready. You can go ahead and multitask and do this too. But yeah, like to go see the developmental talent. And see some wrestling. And watch wrestling in Colombia in probably 40 years. A little less than 40 years, because I was 8 years old. I want to say I was 7 or 8 the last time I went. I'm 45 now. So I went with my sibling who liked to watch wrestling. So we watched it together. And we played wrestling games. I had WrestleMania on NES. And we would watch it. We watched WWF Superstars when it was on Saturdays. Or did it come on Sunday? When did that come on? Saturdays?
I think it came on.
I thought it came on Saturdays in the morning, but I could be wrong. But it came on.
They came on various weird times.
Yeah, you're right. I think it was on Sunday.
They're on American wrestling.
Yeah. Well, we used to watch NWA too, and I remember staying up super late in the middle of the night and watching Glow. The ladies wrestling. Because I was just like, what? They have women wrestling too? So we would watch it. You know, it probably was Sunday because Saturday mornings we watch cartoons. I watch cartoons. So I wasn't watching wrestling at the same time. So yeah, you're right, it was probably Sunday. But it used to come on USA Network. And we would watch. And so then we would go, when they would come, because they would come to the township here, township auditorium, he would go to matches and things, but I remember him taking me a couple of times. And I had a good time. I have an eyelash in my eye. And I saw it. I actually saw it and I pulled it out of there. I don't know where it went. Go on, eyelash. There was an eyelash like stuck in there. But yeah, we would have a great time. And I would lose my voice for several days. And I'd go back to school and they'd be like, Why you lost your voice? Why can't you talk? I'm like, because I went to wrestling. I went to go see wrestling and I was screaming. Um, just screaming my little head off. Because I was excited to be out the house and out with my sibling. And so, yeah, we had a great time. Um, Alright, so let's do these eyes. So I'm not going to cut my crease because I don't have an orange stick. I used to, and I don't know what I did with it. I don't know where I put it. I have no idea. So I don't really need to cut my crease. So we're gonna use two different eyeshadows here. One is the Essence Art Gallery eyeshadow and eyeliner palette. This is the Pop Art one, and it has an orange in this that I've used before. And then possibly, because I don't use this nearly as much as I should, because it's all blush, minus like 4 out of here. They claim there's 8 eye pigments and 8 face pigments. All the colors that you would want to use for your eyes are for face. And then they give you the most boring ones for eyes. So, yeah, I'm gonna use this because I don't use it at often, and it's got 2 oranges in here. So, yeah. So, let's get her going. I have a tool already. I have combed through my lashes and my brows, also shaped them up a little bit. So in this palette, there are like 6 by 4, 24 colors in here. 3 of which are eyeliner. So we're going to use this orange in here. I can see exactly where I've used the orange in here before. So we'll use the orange matte. You see, I am doing this one. They don't have color names. It's orange. There's a whole column for orange here. Orangish and orange red. So we will go ahead and put this on. These are okay. I do like the color selection here. It is very much a rainbow color selection. And they're okay. The pigmentation's okay. So anyway, yeah, we're going to go once it calms down and stops raining. Probably go and shop. And then, of course, tonight it's Saturday, so I'm going to watch Svengoolie when we are ready for dinner. So that's about 8. So, yeah, we got a couple of places to go. So makeup wise, I am trying to get some stuff from Sephora. I would like to get the Laneige. There's a Laneige Balance Mode moisturizer and cleanser that is new, and it is at Sephora, and I would like to go get it because I would like to use Laneige. As you can see, that is one orange eye done. We will be adding a topper. That is why I'm using 2 different ones. And that orange is nice. I do like how that... I had to put a bunch on, but it's not... I can say it's not bad pigmentation. It's not super heavily, but it's enough that this is it. With a little building up, it shows up. So I would like to get that, and there's an eyeshadow palette, another mini eyeshadow palette that they have that I would like to get out of the Sephora collection that I want. Also, I'm going to get the toner that goes with this Laneige stuff, because I cannot seem to get it on Amazon, which is weird. It's very, very weird. So speaking of Laneige, I did look to see what lip sleeping masks they had in there. They did not have any that I particularly wanted. And the one that I did want was out of stock. So I was like, I don't need it then. But that acai one is a acai mango berry. All right, so that is the Essence one put on both eyes, and it is very nice. Okay. So then from Ulta, there was a couple of things that I put in my cart that I wanted to get. So now this is the NYX Ultimate. I Know That's Bright. This palette was $20. And I was very disappointed when I got it. I was so excited when I bought it, and then when I opened it up, it was like like I didn't even see on the front. I just made that face when I opened it up because it was like, bro, why? So the ones that are marked around here with brackets are not for the eye. They are face pigments. So this orange, both of the oranges are for face. Thanks. Both of the yellows are for eyes. The pink is for face. The green is cool. Both of the greens are cool. The blue, the turquoise blue is for eye. The other blue is for eye. One of these is glitter. I would think that would be for your face, but it's a shimmer. The purple, why would you use that blush as blush? I don't know why you would use any of this for blush, but all right. Everything, like I say, everything I would want to use for that is for eye. I mean, it's for face, so I disregard that though, so I go ahead and do what I want to do. So as you can see, it is a different shade of orange than what I used previously, and that's fine. I'm just gonna mix them and brighten the orange up just a tad, because that orange from the Essence is a little dark. So we're gonna brighten it up some. And do that. I am going to get some more Maybelline Sky High tinted lash primer. I am out of it now, and I did not have extras in my kit like I thought, so I'm going to buy another one. I could have sworn I had another one in there, but I do not. Alright, so now we're going to put the shimmer shade on. And the shimmer shade is down here. It's this one. The one that I used is this one up here. This orange. But this is the shimmer shade that we're going to use. I've never used any of these that I'm using right now. Alright, we got a good bunch of it on there. The shimmer is alright. There's no way I would put this on my face and make this be a blush. But I would definitely use this as a shimmer for the eye. I mean, I could see why they would be like, yeah, don't use this on your eye, because glitter. But also, be careful with it and don't be putting it directly in your eye. That's a pretty orange shimmer though. Once you mix that together and put it on top, it's really pretty. Huh. Y'all can't really see it, but it's a shimmer. In person, it is very much a shimmer. And you can see it on top of the matte very well. And it's really pretty. So, then, like I said, we got to go to, once we do all that, we're going to go to, the hair store we need to get my husband a wave cap, because my husband has very, very beautiful waves, natural wave pattern in his hair. And so in order to take care of that and maintain them waves, we need some type of, like, I have a bonnet that I sleep in. Y'all will never see me on camera with a bonnet on, but I have a bonnet for my very, very, very 4C hair. And I so I'm gonna get in close too while I'm talking here. See, you can't really see it all that great on camera, but there is very much shimmer on my eyes now, and it is very pretty. That is a gorgeous shimmer. I this is one of those. It was a disappointment at first with NYX, and then I managed to find ways to make it work. Because NYX is very, very hit or miss for me. They'll do some really great things like the NYX double XL liquid lingerie, and then those eye pigments are a miss. And then they'll do their ultimate shadow and liner primer, great. And then this palette pissing people off. So there's that. All right, so now we're ready for eyeshadow here. Mascara. So I'm using the Essence Volume Booster Lash Primer, Super Volume with Super Fruits. So anyway, yeah, husband needs something for them waves. So he too has very, very 4C hair, and so it's very, very beautiful, gorgeous color, and beautiful wave pattern, and it's really pretty. So in order to maintain that, though, he needs a wave cap, and he kind of destroyed the other one. So now we got to go get another one, which is fine. I mean, it's not meant to last forever. So we're gonna go to where I usually get my wigs and things and my hair in town, and see if we can't get him one. Might get some hair while I'm in there, maybe. I was thinking about doing box braids again, but I don't know. It takes so long for me to like braid all my hair, so I stopped doing it because it's extremely time consuming. But right now I have the back of my head shaved, so that's at least half of it that I don't need to fool with. But we'll see. I have not shaved my head since March, I think. I think March is when the last time I shaved it, I think. So it's been growing back. And it's kind of thick. I had husband feel it last night. It's a little thick in like the little middle section. But if I shave it too often, my head hurts. So, because it's my scalp. It's like rubbing up against my scalp yet again. And the scalp it's very close. So, I don't understand how them people be shaving their head every month, but I know that's got to hurt. Because it did not feel good when I did it the last time. Because I had just done it in like February. So, I am trying to let it grow a little bit, and then I'm going to shave it again. And probably shave all the way around this time. I'm going to shave my sides because this side over here is not growing like it should. It's doing something weird. And it won't grow right. So, if I shave it and start over, it'll force it to grow with the rest of everything. And if I screw it up, I just put a wig on top of it. It don't really matter. I mean, I got wigs for that. So, alright. So I have put on my mascara primer. And then for the first coat, we're going to use the Essence Lash Princess Volume. This is the orange one, coincidentally. This is the orange one. And it does give you volume. So then once we leave there, I do not have any plans to go to Bath and Body Works this weekend, thank God. My wallet is like, oh, thank God. Lady, please stay out of there. But yes, we're going to go to possibly go to Marshall's and the and get some look at their makeup. As you can see, this is adding volume. It is really not trying to cover this white though. This is taking a lot to get the white covered up on the lashes from the primer, from the lash primer. But that volume is voluming. I will give it that. Okay. I do need some more. Probably need a new tube. Probably in time for a new tube. Don't use this one that often. I have other volume ones that I like to use, so there is that. But anyway, so we will be possibly going to the Marshalls, see what they got going on. The Marshalls is over by the Ulta. So, we can go over there. And then because I'm nice, I'm a nice wife, I'm going to make a jaunt over to Barnes & Noble because my husband has been kind enough and gracious enough to go buy makeup with me. So I throw something in there for him. I'm a generous God. But also I do want to go in Barnes & Noble because there is something I want in there. So I will be going in there for me also. But my husband enjoys going in Barnes & Noble. So I was like, well, I'll be nice. I guess I can be nice. Give you a little something for what you want. For being nice and coming with me. To buy makeup that he's never gonna wear. So there's that. All right, so that's part of it. Let's go do now for the second coat. This is going to be the L'Oreal Extensionist again. And you know what, Robert Welsh asked the same question. Why is there an R on here? Why is there an R on the logo? And I said the same thing. Because remember, y'all, I kept saying this is Revlon. It's not Revlon. This is L'Oreal. But they have a giant R on their logo. It's right there on the... well, I know y'all can't really see that, but where my finger is, that's an R. It's also on the lid. You can see it on the lid. Well, when we do it right, you can see it on the lid. Okay. That's an R. So I'm like, but why though? What is the R for? He asked the same question. And when he said that, I was like, okay, so I'm not the only one then. I'm not the only one asking this. But this is the L'Oreal Extensionist. And this is for length. Don't need a whole lot of it. Because the volume one actually did give it some length. But I do like adding. If I'm going to use a volume one, that's a strictly volume. I do like to add something with some lengthening properties. And it's pouring that rain out there. It is not storming anymore, though. It's not like lightning and thunder and carrying on. is really just rain. All right. So, okay. So then, yeah, once we do all that, probably time for dinner, depending on when we can leave the house here. It's 3 something, 3:15, and it's pouring down, raining outside. But all right, that's them eyelashes done. Those are pretty. That turned out real nice. That turned out real nice. My lashes are being weird. This side over here is growing real fast. This one's growing, but not as fast. And it's kind of missing some lashes over here, like in this little section right here. So, it's fine though. But yeah, that turned out nice. All right, let's turn our attention to the face. So, for the foundation, we're going to use the Essence Keep Me Covered Long Lasting Foundation in the shade 180 Mahogany. I had to shake this up because it had kind of separated because I don't wear this often. So, I was like, So, this is one where I need to use my palette. So I shook it up. I will show y'all the bottle in just a second. Alright, that's probably too much, but alright. It's this. This is a perfect match for me too. It looks like it wouldn't be, but it's a perfect match. It works very well. I really like it. Alright, let's get a brush to put her on. Get these real techniques. Alright. I'm just taking my brush and I'm going to start applying her. Yeah, it looks like it wouldn't be the right shade, but it's the right shade. I promise. You see, I'm just adding dots. So, we are, it is thundering a little bit. Trying to see what that is. Get off of there. On the work front, I am training. I will be training starting Monday. I'll be training someone new. I'm very proud of myself. I once upon a time was being trained by somebody who had been there for a little bit. And now it's full circle because I'm working on the same homes that I was trained on when I started. I am training somebody new on. So, we will be working together at least for the first 2 weeks of new person's employment. And I'm very, very excited. I'm like, yeah, I get to teach. Okay. It smelled a little different, but it's fine. Alright. So, we got our stuff on here. But yeah, very excited. And it's a good way to teach myself also. Remind myself of the basics. And show somebody new how to do. Now we're going to do concealer also. This is the, I'm going to put this on now. This is the Rimmel London, the Multitasker Concealer in the shade Toffee Caramel. But yeah, I'm excited to teach. I'm like the only one on my team who hasn't been a buddy yet, so. Now, if this is in fact too light, which it may be, I think I've used this at least once, and it was fine. I can always darken this down if I need to. And I need a concealer brush. I think that's a concealer brush. Please don't fall. It is pouring down, raining outside. Still. My brush is back here. I have to put a little thing in here where I'm reaching. I'm gonna need to put a thing back here to put something in to keep these brushes from falling out. So, matter of fact, for right now, I'm gonna take one of these brushes out, stick it down here. All right, concealer. This is the Real Techniques 210 Expert Concealer Brush. But we'll get to that in a minute. I like to do my concealer last. And then this is the Juvia's Place, before I started doing this. This is the Juvia's Place J302 Cream Foundation Brush. But yeah, I mean, it's raining cats and dogs out there. I mean, just pouring down. So, as you can see, it's starting to blend. This takes a little bit to blend. It's not a smooth blend. But once you get it blended out, it's fine. It's just it don't want to blend. This one of them ones, as soon as you put it on, you need to be blending it. Like, immediate. But yeah, I'm very, very excited about teaching. Because I had to be taught, and I love teaching. I love teaching and getting folks trained up, passing along the knowledge that I've gotten. It's always fun to see somebody make the connections and catch on, and you like, look at that, I taught them that. I taught them that. So, yeah, I'm gonna start Monday with doing that. Cause she's gonna be on our team and she's permanent in my division. So, I'm very, very excited about that. So that means I gotta get up and be there, and I am not gonna be working from home on my designated days because new person, you need that face-to-face interaction. So, yeah, gonna be working in the office. Also on the work front, we did go. I did very minimal makeup. I just didn't do anything with it. As you can see now, I'm blending out my concealer here. But we went down to the home that I've been in charge of and got that taken care of. So that one's coming along nicely, and I'm almost finished with mine. So then I can go help my teammates. But we went and made the visit and talked to some folks and got things well in hand. I don't know how I feel about this shade. This might not be, this might be a little, I know it's supposed to be lightening and brightening, but I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know how I feel about this necessarily. Also, I can't get it to blend right under my eye the way I want it to. This is alright, but I don't know how I feel about the shade. I have to order a different shade. See if there's another one. But it did brighten under my eye, so there's that. And also, this is very, very tough to blend. It does not want to blend out at all. It's like it instantly dried on my skin. So yeah, we had a good trip. It took about 45 minutes to get down there. A little more than that because I left the house a little bit later than what I wanted to. What I was trying to do. And yeah, it was a little rushed, but I did get there. I got there on time. I got there with about 5 minutes to spare. So, but I did. I got there, and we got in there and we got to going. Yeah, that definitely brightened up under my eyes in that little section with that shade, which I'm fine with. I don't mind it being bright like this. I'm used to it being like a color match for me though. Because really, I just want to cover up the dark circles. I don't want to. I don't want to necessarily like brighten it. I just want to. I want to cover and conceal. So, but yeah, it definitely brightened. And why my hair will not cooperate here, I don't know. But this side is not blended very well. Let's see if I can get my other blending brush. This is the Morph M132. See if I can blend this a little bit better with this one. Because that concealer just did not want to blend out at all. It was like pushing cement, dried cement on my face. Okay. That's a little bit better, but not by much. Let's try a little bit more. Actually, use this Essence. This is the 230, the Essence Silky Blur Hydrating Longwear Concealer, shade 230. Let's see what happens when I put it over here. I don't need a lot. The 180 is too bright. Like, I discovered that was entirely too bright. And I cleaned that up a little bit, and that made that a little bit better. I'm going to powder this down and make it work anyway, but still. Okay. Alright. That's a little bit better. Over there. And then we're going to blend this out on this side too. Because it's in this little section right here that it does not want to blend and conceal. I mean, with all this rain, buddy, I kind of want to just stay in the house at this point with all this rain. But okay. Alright, that's a little bit better, and it's a little bit more blended. It's darkened a little bit too, but not, it's still brightened, but it's not quite as super bright as it was. So now that I know that with that Rimmel, I know you gotta blend that immediately, and you can't you got to be very quick, and you can't be messing around. All right, so now let us put some blush on. Cream blush. This is gonna be ridiculous. This is the Essence Baby Got Blush Liquid Blush. This is in the shade, let's see if I can find it, 40 Coral Crush. So let's see if I can twist it. Oh, it's on. Okay. Oh, there we go. Alright. Now, instead of trying to do like how I originally was doing, let's take this. We're going to take our blush brush, This is the M204 Cream and Liquid Blush. Take it, and we're going to do this number. That's probably going to blend in anyway. How's it smelling now? Did it go bad? No, didn't go bad. Still don't show up, but alright. It still does not show up. The shade just is not a good shade for me, because it does not show up for me very well. As most corals and things are not going to, unless they are super pigmented. A coral is just going to look like I got highlighter on my cheek. It looks like I got highlight on, but not blush necessarily. So let's go on the other side and do. As you can see, I added it to the brush and then did this. But you're not going to see anything here. Not really. So yeah, work-wise, it's been good. Progressing. Doing well. Yeah. I mean, it's been fine. Just do what I do. Show up, show out. That's all I can do. And show up and do the work and try to do it well. But yeah, that's that coral. Y'all not gonna really see that coral. It just looks like a highlight on my cheeks. It's fine. Now we are going to do. Trying to think if I want to put another color on. Do I have another cream that is very close to coral? Because this is like trying to put that Glossier on. I might actually do this one. This one is the Live Tinted. Actually, I don't want the Live Tinted because it's kind of purple, and I don't want purple. Let me get the Rare Beauty one. This is the Rare Beauty one. The Soft Pinch matte blush, liquid blush, in the shade Grace. Just gonna use that. But that's what this is. When I tell y'all it is raining cats and dogs out there. Cats and dogs. And it has no signs of letting up. It is going to flood somewhere in Colombia, as it is wont to do when it rains this much, this long, in the summer. Now, it should be warm enough that it would dry it up, but you may not necessarily get that. Okay. Now we're gonna base this buddy out. Now you can see a little bit of color there. That's a little bit of color that you can actually see on my cheeks. But yeah, just show up at work and do, and then go home. So thinking about doing CPA again. Like, I keep coming back to, yeah, I might do it. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing it too. Yeah, I don't feel like it. So when somebody at work, my one of my mentors, she just did the one of the tests, and I've been meaning to check in with her, find out how that went. she won't know her results for a couple of months, but um, she she has just gone and taken the test, and I'm very very excited for her. Hoping she'll do well. That she's done well on it because she already took it. Uh, so we'll see how she did, but I'm hoping she did well. She's been there a minute, and she's a good teacher. She knows her stuff, and so I'm hoping that translates and it does well for her. This is so now we're gonna powder it down here. This is the Sephora Blur It Loose Setting Powder in the shade O2 Brightening Peach. I do really like this. This is very good. And just like that, the rain calmed down. I mean, it was absolutely raining cats and dogs. But this is very good. Wasn't crazy expensive either. I don't think this was. Trying to see if I can get it on there. Okay. This is very much an instant mattifying powder. So, yeah, been doing good work. Hubby and I are okay. We're alive. Trying to live and survive. Okay. Does not take much to get this done either, and that's what I like about this one. But it also holds that color really well. The peach is really good for me. See if I can get underneath my eyes real well. Trying not to make sure I didn't miss a spot and that I put too much in a spot. And it held that it holds that powder, so I'm at that liquid blush. So that's good. Alright. I think I might put a little bit of blush. A little bit of liquid. A little bit of powder on. Maybe. Let's see. I need a really nice pink. And I think I'll use the buttermilk blush. Okay. So this is the NYX Professional Buttermelt Blush. This is in the shade O2 Butter Together. So the only thing I don't like about this dress is that the straps slide down constantly. But I guess I can adjust them in the back, I guess. Now it's thundering again. Okay, so this is the Morphe powder brush. This is the M164. And of course with the NYX you do not need a lot. You just need a little bit. Alright. That's pretty. Alright, look, pretty. My husband's like, I guess.
I say ye.
Yeah, he says yes, but I swear my husband be sitting over there looking at me like. He like, okay, girl.
I didn't know.
He be like, okay, girl.
Lies.
He'd be like, okay, girl. This is the Juvia's Place. I'm going to do my under eye. And this is the Juvia's Place Egyptian pen liner in the shade Noir. Yeah, I swear he'd be over there just like, okay, girl. Um, so so we have a couple of events coming up in the next couple of weeks apparently. There is a vintage market days at the end of the month that I'm looking forward to. I would like to go. I would very much like to go. And it's down at the state fairgrounds here. So I kind of want to go to that. And there's something else that I said in August that I was just like, I would like to go to that. I don't know what else. It was something else. And I was like, oh yeah, that'd be great. I don't know though. But in September, it's husband's birthday, and we have a family event to go to, up the road in Spartanburg. So that'll be something. It's a little small 2-hour event, but we may just stay over and I don't know. We may stay over because, like I say, it's like 2 hours, and then it would be if we turn around and drove back, it would be like an hour and a half back home, and I'm like, well, maybe I want to stay. I don't know. We'll see how I feel about staying. We'll see. And then after that, and then of course the NXT event. That's like the day before that event with the family. So yeah, I don't know. All right, so now let's turn our attention to lips because we are ready to do lips. Okay, so face is done. Lips. I want to wear red, but I don't know what red I want to wear. Do I want to wear orange red or do I want to wear classic red? Or burgundy red. Burgundy red might be pretty with this too. I did get a new red. I don't know. Let's see. Let me look at this color again. That's kind of like a blood red, I guess. Burgundy is blood red. Alright, we'll try this and see. I guess we'll try this. Get my brick red. This is a brick red liner from Maybelline. This is the Maybelline New York Color Sensational Shaping Lip Liner in the shade 150 Brick Red. So we're gonna try this and see what this works like. And now it's thundering again. Okay. All right, let's see what this red looks like. Might not be the color red I'm looking for, but I bought this because I was like, I want this red anyway. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. It actually matches this liner perfectly. Alright, so this is the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit. In the shade. Yeah, this is the Liquid Catsuit matte lipstick in the shade Behind the Bleachers. And this is a different red than Missy and Fierce, but this is like a berry red. Like almost a berry mauve. But it goes perfectly with that lip liner, which is a brick red. Yeah, that's more like a currant, like a very deep, a deep mauve red. But it's not a red. It's not like a classic red. But I do like this color. I do like that. That actually is really nice, and it applied really nicely. That applied very nicely. Now, I might add a touch of red to it just to deepen that red down from this mauve color. So I can get this thing out of my eye. I cannot get that out of there. What is that? Okay. This hair is also making my face itch. Like, stop it. Don't make my face itch. Okay. This is the Missy and Fierce that I'm adding. I like that. That's pretty. The mix of those two is really pretty. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Last Liquid Catsuit matte lipstick in the shade Missy and Fierce. This is a very, very red. It's a cool tone red almost. But I really like this red. It's really pretty. All right. So, and it does dry down to a gorgeous matte on me. So, yeah. I like how that turned out. It looks good on my lips. Just because I have big lips. All right, it's time. It's time. We gotta set her down with some spray. All right, to set, we're going to use the Sephora makeup setting spray. I have never used it. I just bought it a couple of weeks ago, and to go with our Full Face Darling part for Sephora, because it was one of the few things I did not have from Sephora. So this it says it's 16-hour wear transfer proof, sweat and humidity resistant. So this is probably going to need Mr. Sweetful, which we'll grab him in a second. All right, here goes. Okay. And we do need Mr. Sweetful. Okay. So, like I say, September is looking like we have a few things going on. Probably we'll probably stay overnight for the family event. Just to don't turn around and jump back on the road. There's a restaurant there. So the place that we went for our anniversary is called Rick Irwin's in in Greenville. They just bought this place that we've been talking about trying forever in Spartanburg called City Range. So I'm like, ooh, this is gonna be nice. So we'll probably go there and try dinner because we've been talking about trying it for like years, almost as long as we've been together, and we've been going to Spartanburg for family stuff. I've been like, ooh, we should try that place over there. Oh, we should go over there and try that place. And husband's like, yeah, I ain't never been there. I've always seen it, but I ain't never been there. So I think we should try it. We should try it. We should definitely try it. So, yeah, I think we're going to go try that and while we're there. And then, get back on the road and get home. We'll probably go there on like Saturday night and come back. Come back on Sunday morning. So, looking forward to that. Also to seeing family. Yeah. I'm trying to think what else we got going on in September. I think that's it. For right now, I think that's all we got going on. Alright, my face is dry. Yeah, I like how this look turned out. This turned out nice. She pretty. I'm like, hey, what you got going on? Good looking. And then I realized, oh, wait, it's me. And now it's raining again. I don't think it stopped raining. What I'm doing here is just combing through my lashes a little bit with my little, one of my little tools to comb my lashes, to kind of like separate them with this mascara on. But his lashes are a little stuck together. Extensionist did not exactly separate them. It did, but it didn't. They're wont to stick together constantly. Okay. All right. So, this, ladies and gentlemen, is the completed look. So let's throw on our accessories. These are some earrings that I bought, and also somebody gave me these. But I have another exact pair of these. These are cherries, and they just are like bejeweled cherries. So, but yeah. Okay. So those are cute. But I wound up buying, after I bought my pair, somebody gave me a pair, and I was like, wait, don't I already have them? Like, I was sitting there looking like, don't I already have? Yeah, you do. It's fine. It is quite fine. Okay. Yeah, those are super cute. I like these. So, then we have the final touch. The piece de resistance. I have an orange flower. I say, this rain keep going. I'm literally just getting dressed up to sit around the house for the next couple of hours. Because it's really acting like it don't want to stop. But, there. Took a second to get that to fit into my hair. Alright. So, this is our final look for this week's episode. We want to thank you for watching. Come back in and watch more of my videos later. We have 7 series. I'm working on Full Face Darling. Probably will be doing Essence next. I thought I'd already done Essence. I have not. I have been as I've been planning, I've been going through and picking out which ones I can do that have a full face ready to go. And I was looking at Essence and I was like, oh yeah, I swear I've done Essence already. You didn't. It's like Self. You didn't. You did ColourPop and you did Wet n Wild. So Essence will be next though. So we're planning for that. We have content coming, so turn on bells and notifications so that you know when I upload a video. And come back and watch more of my videos later. We'll see you later. Peace.